Did I click did I click a thingy and then remove me from here? I don't know how to get there we go. Okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. Hello. Hi everyone. It's me. A very. Oh no! That's not what's currently on my screen. Why did that work but then not work? Do I have to be on it? No. Hmm. Dang it. I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? Okay. We'll remove that. Add that. And do this. There we go. Hello, Dunk. Hello, Blue. Welcome. I have this on my main monitor, which is why I might be looking over here a bit, which is where the chat is. Actually, I should do this. I've done this before, where I bring the chat over to this side, which helps a lot. Then I don't have to look so far. You just got the 2 extra story for the Palentine's event? I am up to that as well. Your class were watching Puss in Boots 2. Was that a fun time? Did you put it up? Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, that did tweet out, so that's good. Just making sure everything's okay. Welcome back. We have returned to Beacon Pines. Which, you know, like, it's such a good movie. I don't know if that's the new Puss in Boots. Is the new Puss in Boots 2? Or is there a Puss in Boots 2 between the original Puss in Boots and the one that's currently in cinemas? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not up to my Puss in Boots lore. Up to date in my Puss in Boots lore. We're playing Beacon Pines. I've forgotten basically everything about this game other than I remember that last time I was playing this, there was a gigantic chill that swept through. The movie started at 7:10 a.m. to 8:12, 20? That's not too bad. Oh, it was the new one? Okay. I didn't realize that was a sequel. Like the direct sequel. So we're in Beacon Pines. It is a small area. We just came out from this house, I believe. We got our friend, what's his name, Mavis? We're gonna find out all this. You know what? I can probably find out from here. Beck? I don't know. I know that we're going to Rollo. I remember Rollo. And I forget my name, but that's okay. Who needs that? I think we also just saw someone coming out of here, which was weird. Actually, wasn't it our grandma? Our grandma came out in the hazmat suit. That was wild. This game is a lot of fun. We're kind of coming back into it in the middle, which is okay. But we're gonna go to the treehouse. I assume I can't go this way. Oh God. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
Board finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Maybe try minding your P's and Q's. You don't recognize that Pokemon uni? Perhaps that's because they're not Pokemon, they're actually characters in the lovely land of Beacon's Pines.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely! If you'll just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of... I'm a character? Thank you, Uni. This Pokemon Master CX update looks interesting.
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
Lol. There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
Clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! This game is really good. Ah, beautiful. Let me know if it's too loud, though. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser.
Oh, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clipboards.
That's good, that's good. Your gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own.
Okay, Luca. My name is Luca. The library's closed at the moment. I think I am going to just turn that audio down slightly. I hope that's a bit better. It's great. It's great audio, but hopefully that's not too quiet. Let me know. Sorry. Just trying to manage a bunch of screens. Come on, you can move. Hello? Please don't tell me that you've forgotten that I have the controller. Better? There we go. Very strange. Anyway. So we've got a couple of people still around the square. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? It's a lovely little town. I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Okay. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the Perennial Harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird, for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow.
I can't wait.
Lovely. I assume I also can't dilly-dally this way? Oh, I can. But Dawn isn't here at the moment. Is the diner open? It is. Nope, it's locked. Duly noted. Yeah, so there's a number of mysteries in this. Wait, what? Just looked like it zoomed in there on a second. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, there are lots of mysteries in this town. It's quite odd. I don't think I can go into that. And there's usually a guy that like sits out here. And also I can look really cool. Watch me be cool. Yeah. That's really difficult to see. I'm sorry. Is it looking all right? I hope so.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that.
Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions.
She's been indisposed of late.
She doesn't much like me, does she?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy.
Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. I remember that this character, Gus Valentine is the mayor, the other character, was very rude to Luca. That sort of like conniving, manipulative kind of person, you know what I mean? The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines.
My father was a great man.
You're darn tootin' he was.
Locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
Kerr, that's right. But I mean the entire Valentine family, present company included.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr?
Call me William. Ask away.
William, why are you doing all of this?
Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party.
Not just the festival. All of this.
Thank you for the space, Blue.
There's got to be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines?
You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds.
Seeds?
Yep, little bundles of potential.
Glimmer in his eye, Kurt gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special.
You see potential here?
Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course.
Oh.
Good night, Mayor Valentine. Bye, William Kerr. You think you're going to skip Mallow after dropping 9k? At least you'll rerun next Palentine's. If the game doesn't get end of service and also needed gems for half anniversary. Yeah. It's going to be tricky. Yeah, we do gotta get to the treehouse. I doubt it's going to get end of service because it's actually quite... It's going still well. It's still going well. But yeah, it's going to be difficult next Palantine because she's just going to be bundled in with all the other Palantine units and she'll probably be a 0.25% chance. I don't know what they're going to do. I think they need a long-term solution to getting older units in a guaranteed way, but we'll see what happens. Ah, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's a kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative? Yep. First thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. I do not trust that that is what happened. That sounds like they were trying to set up something, like digging into the ground to find a thing that they were searching for. This is very suspicious to me. We'd better get going. I do really enjoy the slight teasing of the details. Anyway, here's the really sad section to make me cry. Okay, so do we have any new charms we can use here? Not yet. We've used them all.
Luca Gentle first.
Goodbye. Bye, Dad. Okay, so we're going to the treehouse. There's Rolo. Bam, we did it. We're not going to mess up this time. It's about time! I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse-looking piles of junk. Thanks! Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. That's so cute. It's rolling up the window. Among Us?
Amogus alert. Amogus alert. Amogus alert.
Sorry. He goes all out, doesn't he? You thought you heard Among Us? Yeah, it's the same sort of alarm sound. Always. I assume I need to pick something up? Yeah. Throw it. No, get back here. There we go. Oh my god.
Rabbit season!
Thank you for the rabbit season, Blue. I can't move. Oh my god. There we go. Whew. Maybe. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in Tame now named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Teehee. It's very cute though. It's very cute animation. There we go. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Harris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit. Yeah, so this is the thing that I was remembering. On our way here, at the gate, was our grandmother wearing a hazmat suit. Like what we saw in the Valentine warehouse.
Nolan let out a low whistle.
And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Harris Valentine? Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome.
And Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your gran and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up.
we could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your gran is hiding something. And Pa always said, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house.
My gran really is hiding something. Don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this.
I'm always game for a good snoop.
You can count me in. The end of the chapter.
6. Secret lair.
Secret lair? Is it like lair but layer? Oh, I'm starting to get a bit of lag.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Ooh. Okay, I should be a bit better now. I think it's just when you go into the storybook mode. I guess it takes more processing. What time is it? Get that jumper on. I'm a-coming. Just let me examine my space. Whee. Okay. There they are. Oh my god. Rollo, what on earth is that? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. I love Beck so much. Sorry, just give me 1 sec here. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. Also, Blue, it's a bit frustrating that you missed the last 35 minutes of the movie, but I hope you get a chance to watch it at some point soon. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot. Oh my god.
Rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha! I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think! Then again, any good detectives know not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. I love Rollo so much. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Drat, it may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. You just finished it at home? Fair enough. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I am going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Oh, We're going into the kitchen to open the latch.
All right, Rolo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rolo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in.
You just picture all three of them just being like...
With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss. But the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
Beck pulled on one of the teacups. It slanted forward with a hollow click.
Beck?
The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Oh my gosh, can you see the skid marks there next to it? Oh my god, that's so fun. Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling.
Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes.
So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Whoa. She's got like a little punching bag down here. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe?
Oh, wow! Yeah, this cannot be good.
We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What are these vats?
What do we have here?
Barrels marked "Caution, Explosive." And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town.
What kind of incendiary jam is your gran making?
Incendiary? That's a fun charm to get. She wouldn't have me walk around town delivering bombs. Right?
Only one way to find out.
Casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Huckleberries,
Smacked his lips.
a hint of brown sugar, and... ink?
What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Damn, Rollo.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli.
A grand jamgram?
It says, "Last night I used the disguise Harris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go." Oh, she's totally she's trying to infiltrate the operation. Oh, I'm so glad that Gran is okay. Maybe.
Oh man, are they doing a heist?
Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right?
You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here.
That's cute. There's a filing cabinet, punch bag. You're not gonna give me anything for this? No? Okay.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Intriguing. Well, she sure has kept herself busy.
Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town, out of the kindness of her heart.
She put little symbols by some of them.
Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark.
The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here, both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Harris has a question mark that's being crossed out.
Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim!
We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. I do like that they seemingly are trying to coax you in the direction of her making trouble, question mark?
Cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there?
It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Luca, my poor babe.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it?
One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live.
Wow, I had no idea we're in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy.
Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph?
That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait,
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
there's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions.
It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes.
So it might be related to something else.
Scanned through several more pages.
Interesting. Problem with the tap water, you say?
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more!
Frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit!
Slammed the drawer shut.
Damn, Luca.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Oh, the music stopped.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map!
Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo.
Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map.
Can't fault that logic.
Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town.
what a weird place to hide treasure.
Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there.
So it's not hiding treasure? A real bummer.
Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month?
The festival!
Oh,
Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation.
everyone would be gathered near the center of town.
She's gonna blow up the festival!
Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what?
No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs!
Shh, quiet. Hit the lights.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark.
Oh god.
Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Why would you actually include the Foley? So good though.
Tilt of their necks following each footfall.
I thought that said football for a second.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath.
So many
Both they
footballs.
exhaled shakily and glanced at each other.
There is a moment where you kick a football in a room a bunch of times because Luca was upset at Rollo.
A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Oh. Oh?
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Just...
At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of
football throwback. Ah, guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Oh, Rollo. Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Oh, who's it gonna be? Keeping you in suspense. Mr. Tolliver.
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd run the classic good cop, blank cop interrogation. Good cop, chill cop, or good cop, hard cop. Let's go chill first.
They'd run the classic good cop, chill cop interrogation.
I'll handle this. Just gotta play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times.
Fight, 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 fight.
Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Oh, golly, I sure got my bell rung.
Looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. This was all a big mistake. Luca, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. Rollo just got a little startled. Rollo's here?
Rollo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Well, alright. Mistakes happen. You kids gave old Haram a good scare. Look at his tail. Yeah. Let's just get me out of these ropes and call it even.
Luca glanced over to Rollo and Beck, who replied with skeptical looks.
Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my grand's basement? I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? Well, if you'll just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Luca, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. A board with names of people from town? An archive of my dad's old disturbing patient notes?
Luca gestured to the corner.
Barrels of explosives? I can explain everything. You just need to untie me. You kids deserve an explanation.
Luca looked again to Rollo and Beck. This time they shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings. Mr. Tolliver gently rubbed his wrists.
Well, that's a good lad. This'll all make sense in time.
He edged imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
You see, this town has secrets, Luca. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A past that must be brought to.
He punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Light! Son of a...
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights. It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
You just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You kids just keep tight down there and let the adults handle this.
They looked bewildered at each other.
Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck.
They heard the staccato thump of quick steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic.
Hank Atomic is an in-universe comic series about the exploits of the hero Hank Atomic.
For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. And... well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
And so we return to the tree. You can see here that we have a number of different pathways depending on the charms that we've accumulated. There's 2 extra charms over on this side that I haven't used yet, but I feel like we should keep going down this path. A beginner's guide to hostile interrogation. I love Rollo there trying to teach Beck and Luca. But we'll come back here and we will change it to the good cop, hard cop routine and see if we can get a little bit more information.
Hard cop interrogation.
Oh my god, my frame rate.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Okay, Rollo.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
His chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Oh, who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only
I still am not sure what voice I'm doing for this guy. I'm not convinced. Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk.
Now hold on, let's just calm down.
Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance!
What? I don't even.
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth could I dance?
Dance with your mouth, punk! Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house?
I'm here to help Juniper, to make sure everything's ready. Sorry, Rollo's voice is a little difficult to maintain.
Oh, so you're in a cahoots with Gran?
Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, huh?
Blow up the festival? Oh, good lord!
His head feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong.
Where is she now?
She's headed to the source. Source?
What's the source?
Oh, it's where
Voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began.
What is Operation Sparkplug?
That, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began?
We need more information.
Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more?
What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival.
Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Cato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Oh, we get to go to the library. Oh, we get straight to the library. Are you gonna tell us more spoilers about the book? No? Okay. Oh, I literally can't.
Magical phosphorescent.
Ugh.
More like my complete loss of interest. I think I've done this
The bottom
before.
corner shelf with only one binding: cellular biology and the chemistry of mitosis.
Boring.
Okay, let's talk to Cato. This is a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Cato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? I love Cato so much. Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already told you, Enrollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know.
What do you got on the history of the town?
There's the Country Record Archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading, but they do go all the way back to when the town was founded.
Great, we'll start there.
Oh. Chapter 8?
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult. As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal, and it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey! We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the obit? J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. If your gran is 6 feet under 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Very curious. Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me! I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. I think the one thing this game needs is that when you
As he approached the house.
when you jump back into a segment, it should give you a little recap of what's happened on this arc, or what the choices that you make on this path determine. I think that's the one thing that this game is really missing. Sort of like what they do in Professor Layton sometimes, where they'll give you like a little recap of what last happened, you know?
If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement.
True, we just left a man down there.
Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Oh, she's there.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Check on Mr. Tolliver in the basement. Let's go to Gran. Hi, Gran. Hello. Hello, it's me. It's your grandson. Or is it? Oh, so creepy. Any point? I do love the little, like, the starry background as well. It's quite good. I hope it's showing up well. To you guys. Oh, he's gone. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace?
Maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Oh.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be delayed.
Lift the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed? Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Go to sleep. Oh boy. But the lamp is clearly moved. The chair has ropes with it. Oh no, that's the rug. Doesn't this look different here? What is this here? I'm trying to make sure that I have a habit in these sorts of games of missing things. Can I go out the back? Oh, I can turn on the... Can. He's not here. Where is this? It's fine. I bet you we will find something hidden in bushes somewhere. And she's gone. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool. Oh, this is so unsettling.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Oh no, did he eat the jam? Is it the jam? Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned.
Oh, because it was for Nuncreed.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground.
That fall was incredible, though. Burr.
Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
Say no to drugs, kids. Go to sleep. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything. I just look like her face planted on the... Chapter 9?
Chapter 9.
My god.
A speech to end all speeches.
Oh boy, it's the day of the festival.
Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
He deserves it.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival! Okay, I am cognizant. I can move, I can dance, I can sing, I can fight. Grandma? Oh boy, this area is just open now. Cool. So I can come down here and do this anytime. Okay. Punch up the jam. Punch it up. While your feet is stomping. In the jam is pumping. So good at punching. I trained very hard. Okay. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it's Becca and Rollo. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho! Sly devil. Oh, sly. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. You might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd.
Your gran is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech.
What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage.
Let's get moving.
We still haven't gone down that way, I don't think. Oh boy, everyone's here.
Augustus Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Augustus Valentine.
Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is without my father. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man.
Oh.
Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tongue.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Oh god. Gus Valentine, everyone!
Gus a hearty slap on the back.
Get off the
stage.
stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. What a great turnout! Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh, look at these! I've had them prepared for just such an occasion. Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
Surveying the crowd. You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon's Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
Thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking over there at you. Oh, look at you in the back there with the little kids. Isn't that so cute and lovely? The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are that horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all my travels, I have learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow.
We have all planted a lot of good in this town. And so it is with a happy heart that I can proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. Oh boy. There's the freeze again.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched.
This is the second time we've had this.
For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time.
But we were, I think the last time this happened, we were in the tree house.
The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
It's really good that there's this narrative influence that's quite invested. I really enjoy that. Oh, we can be sly in our interrogation. Okay, let's be sly. Good cop. Oh, you know what? I bet you this is Beck.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
Sorry about the frame drops.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Yep, it's Beck. Makes sense.
With a few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What's going on here? You're that Moldwill girl. Please, call me Beck. Sorry about all this.
Tolliver looked down at
You think it should drop more frames, actually?
his restraints.
I can be a real robot. It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she said a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here to
Twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
Oh, she sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
Oh, you sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Oh, good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing, really. The other day, I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. Okay, I'm gonna need a sec here. Sorry, everyone.
Please stand by.
It wasn't bad. It was alright. I find that when I do a lot of reading on stream, because I'm moving my mouth a lot, I tend to press into the nose right there, and often that's where my nose is like super dry. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Anyway. Well, that's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. They said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it? Well, it's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. Oh, that's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs.
I've no idea what Juniper's thinking here, but you know, we'll make it happen.
You guys catch that?
Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf, but all he ever sells us is apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo.
Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf.
Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
Oh, they're gonna try doing an anagram. Just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be...
Oh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
What the fuck, Rollo?
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible.
Well, it's either that or Kren's nude drugstore.
I love Rollo so much. This game has beautiful moments. Beautiful moments. It's so compelling. Oh, I'm really feeling like it's sticking the landing here. I want it to be in that S tier so badly.
Kren's nude drugstore.
Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that?
What can I say? I love ciphers.
Well, I guess we know where to go next. Investigate Nuncreed's drugstore. Wow. Okay. Oh. It's her from the cafe. Oh, you scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. She's kind of fine. Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm just gonna see if any of the stuff I've gotten is fishable. Still no?
Luca gentle at first.
It is really lovely because it's like a memory of his father. It hurts. It hurts real bad. Look at me, look at me. Why is the top light on? Why is the top light of the area on? Do you see that? Curious. Oh. You're late, Augustus.
Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work.
Work? You?
I had a few more details to lock down for the festival.
Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about?
I think
Looked around nervously.
Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him.
I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what current perennial harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town.
Was.
Excuse me?
This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help.
We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground.
That is just a temporary arrangement.
The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past?
It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus.
Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow.
It's getting late, children. What are you reading at the moment? Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. It's really interesting, though. You can read a lot into what she's reading. You know, funny that. Like, we know these new things now, but we can't really do anything with them. There's the History Museum. Here's the melon. We can slap her. This is where I trained to be such a good punch bagger. Punch bagger? I am tempted to have a look back here. Have a look. Yeah, so I think she's usually in the Last Chance Diner, but it's locked at the moment. And we'll have a look over here. We better get to Nuncreed's. Okay, can't go over there, but I could go the other two places. Curious. Oh.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide. When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
Oh, sorry, Jeff. So it's Solomon.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not.
Then where'd you get the candy from?
You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess.
I like sour gobs.
I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold, hard cash. Okay, bye, Solomon. So Solomon is, I think, the adopted child of the Valentines. Well, he's right. It's locked.
There's gotta be more clues.
Okay, let's see. Maybe it's in the telephone booth? Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing?
Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad?
Krent's new drugstore! I mean, Underground Secrets! The password!
Flung open opened the door, and they all squeezed in.
In we go. All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground. Secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great. Now what? Now what do we... Oh my god, that was so good.
Shell.
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Wow.
The air was stagnant and smelled vague.
Oh my god. I knew it. You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conduits from Hank Atomic Issue 12 were real? Rollo, at one point or another, you said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor! It looks like each of these has something written on them. Interesting. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. Maybe it was Nuncreed. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Okay, what do we have? Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says, you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. I don't trust. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. I love this soundtrack as well. Oh boy. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Those hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Someone's coming. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Shit. 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 Awesome. You all need to come with me. Now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him.
Who?
Walt.
You don't get to talk about my dad.
You know, your father and I were friends back before
Gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee.
What happened?
Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist, both hell-bent on helping folks.
So you were his sidekick?
No, we were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him.
Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it.
And my dad said no.
Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then.
Classic sidekick into villain plotline.
Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes.
Is there a point to this sob story?
Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What?
You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose.
Juniper?
Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party.
She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know?
Apparently she knows a lot of things.
What?
Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we busted into today.
And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got babs and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
Need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now. She's in danger, boy.
I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square.
The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source?
What the heck is the source?
If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all!
Finally, we get an understanding about the freezing.
You all need to run.
Run where?
Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back.
That was so cool. That did not go how I expected.
So... We're totally following him, right?
Totally.
See you on the other side.
Oh, Rollo, I love you. You good? Yep. I love this town. Nice.
Chapter 8.
Okay, this is chapter 8 of this
The
one.
cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along.
I've never heard carom her gracefully along before.
She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
That was intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Didn't feel like we traveled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. We've got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think you went this way. Okay, we gotta catch up to Nuncreed. What if we go this way, though? Nothing? Okay, nothing. Nothing is there. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow? No time, Nuncreed's getting away. This is creepy. Is this also Beacon's Pines? Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I might not be the most well-versed... I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien! Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pine citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Can I not slap her the vials? No? Okay. Oh, I can go on the water because it's frozen. I kind of wish there was a little slide. That would be fun. Is that a basketball hoop there? Oh, okay.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center.
Oh my god.
He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rowanback held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His
That's not true!
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself.
What a line! What a goddamn line! They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself. My god.
Making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
Walt was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to effect change.
Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets.
No, that's not fair.
Menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Luca, can you just steal the thing? Oh,
Amid a blur of emotions,
incendiary?
Luca's mind flooded with questions.
I'm worried.
Calmed, as if to give him the stage.
In the stillness, he began to weep.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
Interesting. This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Juniper, don't.
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence.
Good night, Blue. Thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed.
Time to spin around and run to Luca.
Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good night.
Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest.
An unthinking horror.
Froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end